started Mortal Kombat. Picked that up on what was that? GOG, Casey?
Green Man Gaming.
Yeah, Green Man Gaming. That's what it was. We all picked that up for $10, I think, and to be honest, it brought some nostalgia back. But I don't really care for it. And
what?
Yeah, I know. I know you all think I'm crazy right now. It's a lot of button mashing to me, and
that's what Mortal Kombat is.
I know.
That's
I know.
shocking.
I understand that, and that's It's okay though. It's got a good story. I still loved playing with Scorpion. He was always my favorite in the past. And I know that's what Mortal Kombat is. So for the Mortal Kombat lovers, it is perfect for that type of game. It's just I don't know if I've just moved past it or what, but I got bored with it a little bit, and I don't know.
Casey, what are you playing?
Well, as Mike said, Mortal Kombat came out. So I played a little bit of Hitman. I still haven't even finished it because I got Mortal Kombat. So opposite of Mike, I love it, and that's all I've been playing. I think I'm almost done with the story. I had no idea. I really like the fact that they've taken the story from the first 3 Mortal Kombat games and combined it into one. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought they'd probably reboot it and make it into something different, but I found that pretty surprising. I think I'm right near the final battle, fighting Shao Kahn for the 3rd time, so I think I'm almost done. He's a little tough, so I think I got it. I just have to figure out his patterns and whatever, but I really like it. It's probably the best fighting game I played since Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, 15 years ago, or however long that's been, somewhere close to that. Me and Mike used to play that on my Super Nintendo all the time.
We did.
Yeah, I even had a little cheat code book and everything with all the fatalities and all the moves and everything.
And to clarify, I think I'm just past maybe that type of game, because I will agree with you that it is the best fighting game out there.
So are you trying to say that you're a more evolved gamer than we are?
Absolutely. No,
Okay.
No, I don't know. I just maybe I'm just over that type of game. I don't know. It's
Speaking of evolved gamers, I noticed, and I don't know, I can't remember if this was a consistent character. So forgive me, Casey, if I'm eschewing the Mortal Kombat name here. But the character Noob, I was like, hey.
Oh yeah, Noob Saibot. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's old school.
Yeah.
And just so people know, I have an original Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet that I own and have restored. So
really sweet.
That's how much I'm into Mortal Kombat. I'm into it. I wouldn't say I'm super good at it or anything, but I love it. So that's my prized possession, I guess.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yep.
Nate, what about you? What are you into?
Well, just to keep on the Mortal Kombat shtick for a second, I've also, on the same deal that you guys got, I picked that up and have dabbled in it. My son is a huge Mortal Kombat fan, but this is really his first, true Mortal Kombat game, because he had, Mortal Kombat versus DC characters. Yeah. And then, he also has a Marvel versus Capcom game. So he loves those, but you can tell he really likes this a lot more. And it's fun because I'm like, okay, listen, it's not just button mashing, Mike. You've got to learn the moves. And I said, you can play it on easy, but if you're going to play it on easy, you have to practice the moves. And I will watch him. And if he's not, if I just see him jumping and kicking, I'm like, no, practice the moves. It's the only way you're going to be able to beat when you climb up that ladder, it's the only way you're going to be able to beat those guys.
That's right.
So that's a lot of fun for me. It's just kind of, I've had a lot of fun when I've played it. I haven't put a lot of hours into it, but I've dabbled, and I think it's a blast. Though I will say this, my thumbs, I kind of forgot what Nintendo thumb felt like. Absolutely just play for half an hour, my thumbs hurt.
Wow.
And a lot of the moves are really cool. As far as Mortal Kombat evolving from where it started to where it is now, it's great. as far as that aspect of it. And the moves, the graphics look pretty good. I mean, a lot of this stuff it's much better than the old moves. And I do like how you can pause the game and actually look at what moves do what, or what buttons do what, rather. That's helpful.
And see, I don't think it's really changed much, other than graphically and animations and whatnot. I really think. I mean, I kind of see it as Mortal Kombat 4, what Mortal Kombat 4 should have been. There really hasn't, since Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, I haven't really cared much for him, and I've kind of written it off as just assuming that I'd never have a good Mortal Kombat game again, and that's why I kind of ignored it when it came out on console. I just wasn't interested, and one of my brothers ended up buying it, and I kind of saw it in action, and I said, wow, that's interesting, but I'm not a big console gamer, so saw it was coming out on Steam and got super excited, and I like what they've done with there's a challenge tower with all kinds of random cool little challenges that make just random weird things, and then the multiplayer I haven't even touched yet. I did try to connect to a random person, and it sat there for about a minute and didn't find anyone. I was on limited time, so I backed out and just went to the challenge tower and screwed around for a few minutes, but I'm hoping to maybe try that with one of you guys next few nights.
And that's I just see that as being one of those games where you cannot have that split-second lag.
Yeah, latency might be an issue. Yeah.
We'll
just have to try it out and see.
Right. You can get by with it in the shooters and stuff because there's always, ways around it, or you might be sneaking up on somebody. But in that one-on-one match type thing, I just don't think it'll work right.
Sure. Right.
No.
Is anyone else lagging?